Started the day telling you how Mark Martin said he would drive until he was 60 if he could have a car like last week at Atlanta. Wonder how far he'll go after this week. Marty?
Well, Matt Kenseth has done everything he could today to try and gain some points in the championship standings. He has led the most laps. Problem is, Tony Stewart is only 2 spots behind him. Hard to win the championship when the man you're trying to beat is also finishing in the top 5. Matt?
Back in the spring, right here at Texas, Mears goes down to the bottom, scored his best career finish in NEXTEL Cup of 4th. That's where he runs right now, trying to reel in that 17. Allen.
Tony Stewart has fallen back to 5th place, still though ahead of Jimmy Johnson by a couple of spots, protecting most of his championship lead, and the yellow's out.
Debris in turn 3 brings out the caution. And we talked about pit strategy.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I was Casey Mears, the way his car's running, I'd stay out no matter what anybody else does. Because he's got his car fast right now and the tires are on.
15 laps to go.
But this is the tricky part. What do you do? Because when you're the leader, everybody's going to pretty much do the opposite.
We got a kid here. Put tires on it.
23 cars on the lead lap.
That was 99 ready. We heard Bob Osborne saying, let's
come out 6th or better, we'll win it.
We come out 6th or better, we'll win it. Another question is, will they get it restarted before 10 to go? Will it be single file or a double file restart? And what will the guys in the back who have nothing to lose do?
I think they'll get it started double file.
I think they will too. That means if you come out 6th,
yeah, you don't have much time.
All right, here we go. Pits are open.
Stay out.
No,
here he's coming. 6 stayed out.
Carl Edwards just made it inside the commitment cones.
Oh, is Mark Martin, the 17 cars out, Casey Mears?
That's what I would have done if I was Mears.
Matt.
Bill, the bottom of your screen, the 48 Jimmy Johnson slides to a stop in his pit box. Now, they made a track bar adjustment and air pressure in their last stop. They were running in the 7th or 8th position right near the end. They should pit, get fresh tires, take another shot at it. AB?
2-tire stop for Carl Edwards. Tony Stewart is down and away. We'll check and see what he did. I went to the 99 pit, and they did just rights only.
My guess is that's the same thing that Tony did, because they left about the same time, Alan. They were afraid to change 4 tires and lose too much track position.
Now, what would help Mark too is Kenseth stayed out, Mears stayed out. That helped Mark.
Right side tires only for Tony Stewart. Dave?
Well, and Mark and Pat Tryson talked it over. Mark said, I'm sure whatever we'll do is wrong.
That sounds like Mark.
Well, and because it's burned them before. Forget where it was now.
Atlanta.
That's right, Atlanta last year. Hurt them when they did not pit. This time, they feel like it was the right call. Mark reiterated that when he called back to Pat and said, right call, guys, let's win.
I think I will agree with that one.
Yeah.
Good move.
Boy. Well, it's going to be thrilling to watch the final laps here at Texas. You'll see it live on NBC. Coming up after the race right here on NBC, it's Dateline NBC. Included in that, profile of Rusty Wallace, his final year in the NEXTEL Cup Series. And after that, a live West Wing. Then a Law & Order special movie. It's all coming up. Big night right here on NBC. We're live at the Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth, Texas. Getting ready to go back to green. Let's check with Alan.
Hey, Bill, a tough call for crew chief Bob Osborne, right? You got to make sure you get off pit road first. You saw some guys not pit. You already know you got your work cut out for you. So they chose to go with the right side tires. Carl's going to line up 6th on this restart. And a couple guys right behind him, or at least the one behind him, Tony Stewart, also right sides only. How quickly can Carl work the traffic? Does his car handle as well on just the new rights as it did just before the pit stop?
And another thing is going to be the driver's approach to these final laps.
Yeah, he's got his work cut out for him because, you know, if Mark clears Schrader quick, that's going to buy him about 2 or 3 laps as far as having Edwards catch him. So we'll see.
Mark Martin, Matt Kenseth, Casey Mears, Rusty Wallace, Sterling Marlin all stayed out. 11 to go at Texas.
And Mark knew he had to do that and did it. Got it done, so now he needs to go.
Now, Sterling Marlin has cars going by on the inside, outside. So does Rusty Wallace. Tony Stewart's on the inside, and Carl Edwards on the outside.
Those tires make a huge difference. That's Schrader in the middle. Bobby Labonte in the 18. Casey Mears up high. There's Edwards in the 99. Mark trying to break away with Kenseth behind.
But Tony Stewart had to back up and follow the 99 car around the Blaney 07. The Schrader car, 49.
10 to go.
These guys are really drifting up the racetrack. Trying to get some heat in those right side tires.
Blaney in the 07 behind Stewart.
In the meantime, Mark is stretching that lead out.
And Kenseth is side by side with Newman briefly.
Mark's got going for him. Clean air.
Do want to mention that Greg Biffle was the lucky dog, got back on the lead lap.
The 99 car, Carl Edwards, has moved into the third position. He's got by Casey Mears, but a lot of lap traffic between himself and Mark Martin, and about 2 seconds.
To go.
Now Newman, this is going to hang Mark up a little bit if Newman passes Mark Martin to get his lap back.
And you know that Mark Martin is saying, Ryan, please don't be messing with me.
Brian Vickers has fallen back to 22nd, had to make a second pit stop for loose lug nuts. This is Newman to get back on the lead lap around Mark. Mark lets him go. Edwards, who's been the class of the second half of this race. In the 99 car.
At this time, we got the 3 Roush cars running 1, 2, 3. Martin, Kenseth, and Edwards.
5 Roush cars in the 10-man chase for the NEXTEL Cup.
Starting to make a little ground up on Martin right now.
You're the man. Go get him.
Pat Trison, Mark Martin's crew chief, talking to his driver. Tell you again that Matt Kenseth's crew chief, Robbie Reiser, was not here on Friday. Spent Thursday and Friday with his father in the hospital back in North Carolina. His father's been ill, battling some medical problems. Matt called his crew chief, Robbie Reiser, on Thursday, said, you stay there, we'll get it done on Friday. Robbie came here Saturday to work the practice sessions with his father.
You're the man. Go do it, man. You're the man.
Here comes Carl Edwards.
Kenseth half a second back in second, and Edwards in the 99 car.
Edwards at last lap, faster than the other 2 cars, but
You got to pass him.
got to pass him. Oh, he drives to the inside.
It's been tricky when you get down there. Inside of Matt for second.
That's not what Mark wanted to see in his mirror right now.
He was really hoping the 17 would hold up the 99. Alan?
Hey, just remember that Carl Edwards said just before he went down pit road, if we restart 6th or better, I can get him. He restarted 6th.
Man he has to get now is Mark Martin.
3.5 laps to get the job done. And about 10 car lengths.
And the guy he's going to have to pass is one of the...
You're the man. 3 more.
It's Pat Trison again, Martin's crew chief. Mark, one of the most determined racers in the sport.
Edwards didn't really make up that much ground on Mark that last lap.
No, just about a 1/10 of a second.
Ooh, he made up some ground there, though. On the high side.
Here he comes, off of 4.
Got a good run right there, so this is going to close the gap.
2 to go. 3 miles left in the race.
Mark's going to the bottom. Here goes Edwards to the top.
For the lead, less than 2 laps to go. Carl Edwards around Mark Martin.
Baby, don't overdo it now. Clear. 1 back.
Carl's mother watches from pit road. Last
White
lap.
flag. You're looking at it. 3 back. 3 back.
Pretty impressive.
Unbelievable what that is.
Edwards going for 2 in a row. Won last Sunday in Atlanta. Tony Stewart is 6th, and that really will affect the championship standings as we head for Phoenix next week. Carl Edwards.
You can take a break. It's yours.
Off the board. It is his. Carl Edwards wins at Texas. That was something to watch.
Great job, guys. Is it over for sure? It's over, buddy. Drive it around. Parade time.
And we see Jimmy Johnson beat Tony Stewart by 1 position.
Unofficially, it's 38 points from Stewart in first to Johnson in second. It's Carl's mom, Nancy. Mark Martin. Those are teammates. They both drive for Jack Roush. It's a 1-2-3 Roush finish. Edwards, Martin, Kenseth.
Unbelievable. I cannot tell you how excited I am. Unbelievable. Carl, what a ride for you. Way to go out there. Thank you, guys. I'm going to do a backflip here.
This is Edwards' trademark.
And 190,000 people at what you say, the Great American Speedway.
That's right.
Want to see this backflip.
They all brought their cameras. From Columbia, Missouri, his 4th win of the season. Edwards is 3rd in the championship standings, 77 points back with 2 races to go. There have been some amazing starts to their NEXTEL Cup careers for drivers, but this guy is rewriting the book.
And he stopped the landing.
That was better than Dave's pole vault. A hug from Mom. Last words from Carl before the race starts. Thanks, Mom. I love you.
That fireworks show.
Well, I'll tell you, it is a red, white, and blue spectacular here now at the Great American Speedway. Jack Roush, the car owner, the 5th Roush driver to win here. 10th different winner in 10 races at Texas. Alan. I'm sorry, Marty?
Well, Bill, I've wrangled Bob Osborne, and did you doubt yourself at all when you made that stop and everybody else stayed out, Bob?
Oh, I was a little worried. I knew Mark and Matt would be really strong there. But that Office Depot Ford with Carl Edwards driving it, that kid's unbelievable. I wouldn't want anybody else ever.
What an amazing finish to this race, guys. Matt?
And Mark Martin's climbed out. You said on the radio, great call by Pat Tryson to stay out and not pit, Mark.
Yeah, it was a great call, and the best car won. Carl was spectacular, but man, we just about did it. It was a great run by the whole team, a great call, and it was close. I just couldn't beat them tires, man. I tell you, we were trying hard though. Great run. Our car was good on short runs, and it took off there on the restart, and we did everything we could do. It just came up a little short.
That's the kind of points day he needed, finishing second. Dave?
And the 3rd place finisher also from Roush Racing, Matt Kenseth. Trying to win today for some important reasons. Almost did it.
Yeah, well, we try to win every week, but yeah, it's cool. Robbie made it back to the track. His dad's feeling a little bit better, so that's good. Proud of these Dwell guys. They've done a great job. Every race in Chase, except for Martinsville, we've had top 5 cars, and it's cool to come out here and run through. Led a lot at the beginning of the race, and I probably wasn't quick enough to adapt to the high side, and it might have cost me a little bit in the middle of the race. And Carl in the 6 and the 41, them guys just got a little better than us at the end. But overall, it's a great day.
It was definitely a day of adjustments.
When we come back, we'll hear from championship leader Tony Stewart, take you to victory lane with Carl Edwards. A big night ahead on NBC.